Aloha everyone. So thank you for sticking with us. Also thank you for being calm and being safe. So far we have not seen a wave of consequence, which is great relief to us. It's kind of a blessing to not be reporting any damage. We have seen significant water recede several times in Haleiwa, and there were 2 waves that were measured coming through the Midway Atoll. So that's been our concern. We expressed how tall they were. The first one 30 centimeters, the second one a full 3 feet with an amplitude, but also a total height of 6 feet from trough to peak. Right now we still have not seen any wave activity come past the Big Island. That's important. Until we see what happens on the Big Island and the full wraparound of the islands, we won't feel that we are in a position to start seeing and saying that we're kind of in the clear. We expect to be about 2 to 3 hours at least until we can call all clear. So far though, at the moment, so good. If that happens anywhere, and we don't think that's happening, you have to be at least 100 feet above sea level or 2 miles inland, just in case. But at this point, we're not seeing that problem. The airports have not yet been impacted, of course, by a wave, but all flights in and out of Maui have been canceled for tonight. There are about 200 people sheltering at the terminal. We hope to take care of them comfortably.
Like the governor said, there is energy in the ocean. There were small measurements of smaller waves, and they want to see, the scientists are telling us, we want to see a few of them to know that we're in the clear. So the window is still 2 to 3 hours that we're watching this energy in the Pacific Ocean. So the counties have opened shelters and places of refuge. If the citizens need it, they can use that. We're postured to support those shelters with wraparound services if needed. There's also Red Cross that's standing by. And it's really this sense of aloha in the state.
As stated, Captain Nick Wirth, Sector Honolulu, our top priorities for the Coast Guard right now are the safety of life, the safety of our ports, and then any environmental impacts to the state. In anticipation of that, we have closed all commercial harbors and have ordered evacuation of those harbors to mitigate risk. In addition, have Coast Guard assets deployed, that's small boats, ships, and planes and aircraft pre-deployed. So post-impact, we are ready to respond very quickly to any search and rescue cases, to be able to assess the ports to make sure they're safe to be reopened for commerce, and then also any environmental impacts, we can respond to that.
There's multiple readings of the waves all across the Pacific and then all across the islands. So there's a printout that we see dozens of those measurements, and they've ranged from 0.23 meters, in some cases to over a meter. So we have had a couple waves of that size. The largest wave we believe we saw was in Haleiwa, over a meter, well over a meter. And then, of course, the pause that we had was also watching the shoreline recede, where we saw the water pull back 20 or 30 feet. That seemed like an anticipated large wave. So that's what we've all seen historically.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.